Vendors laid out their pipes and marijuana paraphernalia for sale as jam music rang out over the festival in Young Park, celebrating 420 and cannabis culture.
Happy 420.
Come out and have some fun. Happy 420.
Ken and Melissa Thompson are the event's organisers.
It's going to be 2 days of peace, love, education, music, and art at Young Park. And you're going to see lots of vendors, politicians, there's going to be health and wellness.
420 is internationally recognised as the day to celebrate cannabis culture and reflect on the progress that has been made in changing attitudes about marijuana, and in some states ending prohibition. So far, Alaska, California, Colorado, Maine, Massachusetts, Nevada, Oregon, Washington and Washington DC have passed laws to legalise recreational marijuana.
New Mexico needs to wake up and smell the pot.
Organiser Thompson says for states like New Mexico in the midst of the legalisation debate, 420 is more about advocacy and education than celebration. Thompson says that was the biggest motivation behind the Las Cruces event.
One thing that I want people to take from this is understanding the process and how important cannabis is on so many different levels. Hemp, CBD oil, the plant itself. I mean, we have in Colorado, there's hemp brick that develops homes. That's an important piece. It's not just the THC part of it. It is so much about the component of the actual flower. What people need to understand about that, it will help our economy in so many ways.
Medical marijuana dispensaries, alternative healthcare specialists, and a physician evaluating people for medical marijuana were all at the festival, as were advocates for recreational marijuana and hemp farming. Even the Doñana County Clerk's office was there, registering people to vote. The only thing that seemed to be missing was cannabis. In a statement, the Las Cruces Police Department warned of patrols at the event and said possession of marijuana would not be tolerated.
I'm here to actually, come and see the sights for the 420 fair that we got going on right here. And
Las Crucen Ray Miles says it's a shame patrons had to leave their marijuana at home. He says events like this highlight the economic benefits of legalization, possibly ending prohibition in New Mexico.
Definitely do think it makes a good statement for it because, you look around here, there's not a lot of people running around. No one is lighting up. There's not people running around causing mischief, knocking things over. It's all cool, calm, and relaxed. And that's basically what happens when you get a bunch of stoners together.
There are about 20,000 New Mexico medical marijuana patients, according to the New Mexico Department of Health. Dispensary Ultra says those patients spent $800,000 on medical cannabis on April 20th alone. But Miles says there is a lot more marijuana bought and smoked every day that goes unmeasured and untaxed in New Mexico. Miles says he smokes about $130 worth of marijuana a month recreationally and to deal with anxiety. But because anxiety is not a condition New Mexico allows to be treated with marijuana, he has to buy it on the black market. And New Mexico never sees the tax revenue.
Well, I hope they finally decriminalize it. And, as long as you're 18, you can buy it. I started way young, yes, but nothing bad has ever happened to me for it or of it. I haven't broken any laws for it, like to get a fix or nothing like that, what people seem to think you do. But I think eventually people will just open their minds more and see the potential for not only revenue, but also for happy people.
But states that legalized recreational marijuana are not happy about a new threat. U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has voiced opposition to marijuana legalization, reminding people it's against federal law. And many worry that it could signal new federal enforcement actions.
Everybody that criticizes it, they haven't needed it. If you have somebody that really needs it, a cancer patient or somebody in constant pain, you have to try it before you can put it down.
Debbie Kemp came all the way from Roswell to celebrate 420 with her daughters at the Las Cruces Festival. She says marijuana changed the way she treats her chronic pain, and that has changed her life.
I was probably about 13, 14 medications. I'm down to 3.
And what was your quality of life like on those medications?
When I was on medications, I just slept all the time. I didn't do anything. I didn't move. I was tired.
Kemp says she was ashamed to use marijuana in the beginning, but says without it she wouldn't be able to run her business or get out of bed. She's worried about being able to access her medicine under the new administration, but notes that popular support is in the favour of legalization. According to a 2016 Albuquerque Journal poll, 61% of likely voters said they would support a proposal to legalize, tax and regulate marijuana for adults 21 and older. Festival organisers Melissa and Ken Thompson say they hope they can put on a cannabis festival where people can legally smoke marijuana in the not too distant future. For KRWG, I'm Simon Thompson.